Messi with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. MAKAAY. Vinyanda. Modric. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, red. Nice interception. Jakobs. Modric. And here's to applies the finish! Split-second reaction.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Modric. Now the breakaway, and it's Hazard. Lovely, now then. Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Hazard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now. It's Drogba! Oh, it's hit the post. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Training.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement.
Well, obviously,
Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's MAKAAY. Messi goes for the shot! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Jakobs. And it's Jakobs. Played in. And the goalkeeper's got a good pass. He's having a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Ekitike, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! And the ball's come loose here, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is wildly off target. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Minyanda. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And the shot! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The goal scorer for Stade Laval. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Ekitike. Coming on to replace him is...
And he's forced to go back.
Number 20, Shevchenko.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Zaire Emery. He leaps for it. And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Drogba fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Now it's Hazard. Look at this. Drogba! Goal! Into the lead once more. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And now he has two.
Substitution on the field.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Number 80, Ronaldinho.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Jacobs. Time added on 4 minutes. Messi. Neymar. And that could set him on his way. And that is as far as it goes. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway. That's rather hopeful. Now it's Yamal, crosses it in here, and he's heaved it away, shifted upfield, Passes short and sharp.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's in a great... And Messi! Oh, the ball... Oh, it's fallen loose again! We've got a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Laval penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this...
He's having a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Laval leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's straight offside. Up towards the front line. Now that's well seen too. Akanji is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Floated through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kimmich. And it's Serginho. Ødegaard. And they are prompt with their pressing. That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe distributed tidily. And here's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. He's found a way. Yamal! And that is wildly off target.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Laval looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And here's Yamal. That is good strength. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shevchenko gets into a good position.
There will be 1 minute added
That
time.
pass isn't the best. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Laval looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're off again. Laval currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. And it's Serginho. Oh, he's getting Oh, he's having a go! Racing over the bar.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Yamal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's in on goal. He's got a... Oh, shooting chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, I'm not sure what went through his mind there. Reverse psychology, perhaps. Didn't do much apart from making himself look a bit silly in the end.
Laval just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Takes the shot!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's having a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter.
Mbappe! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Oh, good spread. Well, that is one way to stop him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's in plenty of space here. Goes for goal! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Laval certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Trossard. It's a pretty loose pass. Alexander-Arnold showing great feet there. He's picked his way through.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
He's on it. Can he get away? It's Azar! Oh, it's hit the post. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Substitution for Stade Laval, number 19.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Neymar, number
And
8.
he can clear it away.
Messi,
He's felt that, hasn't he?
number 11. Mbappe.
Played into the field. Good effort. And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Batistuta! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Laval now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they
Tries one from range. It's hit the uprights. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia gets flagged offside. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Laval have done it. There are people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Laval really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
He's found a way through. And this is Gerrard. Yamal finding himself in space.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Neymar finds himself offside. Camavinga for Olise. Gerrard. Bullish header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Pacho. Oh, there's a probing ball. He shifted it to the flank. That is good alertness. Camavinga looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely shaped ball. Caught offside that time. Laval, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Mbappe, and he welcomes it in. Shot a goal! And he makes no mistake. How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
After 21 minutes is number 8, Lionel Messi.
Laval have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next...
And Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tries to get it clear. And it's Camavinga. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Might be danger here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Skims one. Decent chance! Dembele gets flagged offside. Van Dijk. Laval looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Chouameni gets over and intercepts. Olise. Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele!
2 added minutes.
That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Dembele has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Laval up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Laval are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Lavallois definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And this is Dembele. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Laval are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now that's well seen too. And now they can clear their lines. Chouameni. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Olise. Now it's Dembele. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Lofted upfield. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's shifting. Oh, shooting chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Van Dijk. Gerrard. And Guardiol. And here's Dembele. That's very neat. And he is dashing away. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Olise. Coming on the field is number 24, Ryan Cherki. Substitution in progress.
Dembele! It's run loose. Who's going to... And one more try! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Substitution on the field. Number 5. Eduardo
So we have
Camavinga.
further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's Dembele. A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Seoul really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Laval have their second corner now.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Laval have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are... Impressive jump! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Koundé, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe! Dispatched clinically! And Laval score first! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Fernandez. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Pacho. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nicely aimed pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vardiol. And here's Dani Olmo.
Such good technique.
Real chance! He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Fernandez. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's played through for him. He's in one-on-one. Oh, and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Long ball looking to counter. Fernandez. Nicely spread. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost perfect. Mbappe! He's through on goal. Shapes to shoot! Off the post! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Vardiol. And Caicedo. Vardiol. Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Kajolu. Now it's Yamal. And he's had a shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Kylian Mbappe.
Laval are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar. Kajolu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Fernandez. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Laval firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And here's Batistuta, takes the shot! Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Caicedo. In towards the back stick. And he's cleared it back out. And here's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tries to play it through. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. And he was quick to react. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Yamal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
8 minutes is
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very important.
And can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
substitution on the field.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. Takes a shot! Oh, flying stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
19, Yamal.
And that should get the job done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hazard. Great vision. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Koundé. He is through here. Oh, good line. And he was there to get a vital touch. The whistle's gone and the game is over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of this. And De Bruyne! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
De Bruyne plays it short. Xavi plays it in. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short. Yamal's cross, only partially clear. He's having a hit! Oh, well hit, very well hit actually. Swung over. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he...
It's Saviola! It's run loose. Who's going... Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? It's a loose ball. And it's Koundé. Yamal.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Laval still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Spread it left. Threads one in. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely bit of skill. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Spread out to the left. Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely aimed pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that is headed for the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that's well seen too. Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That has been slung wide. Irwin. He shifted it to the flank. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Laval really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And this is Neymar. Now it's some takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Mbappe! No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Serginho. And it's made its way to him. He's looking wide. That's tidy. And claimed it back swiftly. And he was quick to react. Yamal has a look and plays it forward. Looking for options for movement. Koundé. De Bruyne. And here's Saviola. Saviola! Wonderful from Saviola! About as smooth as it gets. Finally the breakthrough.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Is number 10, Messi.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's run loose here. Spread to the right. And that's another good win of the ball.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Messi. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he shoots! In he goes again!
1 minute added time.
He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
That's the keeper's ball. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise,
Hello,
new
everybody,
legends will be
and
written.
welcome to today's
It is
match.
time to turn the page.
Como against Marseille. And there
Just
they are,
listen to
the
that noise.
Marseille
This place
players,
is
everyone.
definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself.
Goes for goal!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Shot at goal! Goal! Marseille! Marseille have the lead!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Como finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's a promising position. Tonali. Now it's Batistuta. And that has been slung wide. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, he's having a go! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's a sharp pass. Yamal. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival, Neymar. Marseille have it back and can go again. Now it's Mbappe.
Como are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that's fabulous. In by Vinicius Junior. And he's taking no chances there. Over to the right flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Corner it is. Oh, good climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely spread.
Como certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
There will be
Tacho
one
spots
minute
it
at a
and
time.
intercepts. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's well spotted. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Como unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this...
And Batistuta! And that's a good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Great vision. Yamal picks it up out wide, and he's definitely onside. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Messi, he's through on goal, and the shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! And he's following up! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Cleared without hesitation. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Neymar. Showing good feet. McAllister. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. And Neymar. And it's Batistuta. Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. Oh, just a keeper now. Batistuta! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Guardiola. It's a really well-measured ball. Batistuta currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they'll have to get the numbers right in hoping to keep him quiet because he's a really big threat.
And one more try! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
The goal score for Como after
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Gabriel Batistuta.
Guardiola. Neymar. Oh, played right into his path. Might be danger here. And Batistuta! It's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Messi.
And it's been hooked away.
Number 16.
Vinicius Junior.
Number 11.
Now has he got the beating of his marker here? And he welcomes it in. Messi! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's gone forward, and it's Messi. He is through here! Done delicately. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And that's it. Como have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Well, how will we look back on that?
What a game, what a show of character.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things all... Chance! This time, surely, they've scored!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Drogba really can't...
Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard. Shevchenko receives it in a wide position. Shevchenko. And that is not getting there. Shevchenko. Clipped into space. It's a goal kick. Shifted upfield. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Delivers the ball. Getting up there! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And he's there to clear it. Goes to finish! Yamal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
That's a little off target. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's looking wide, and it's Shevchenko. Gerrard. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either. He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
That's a decent clearance. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way.
Como truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. They're urging him to shoot. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. It's a sweeping cross. And this is... He's had a shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Casemiro.
Minutes has been indicated.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Not the most accurate pass. Van Dijk. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Como unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Como can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Gerrard. That's destined for the flank. And they've got rid. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Van Dijk is there to clear. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And that's another throw. And here's Yamal.
That's good play from him.
Yamal's cross. And the keeper beats it away. Very nicely done. Crosses it in. Cleared away. And here's Drogba. It's Drogba! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Number 19, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 13,
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now he's running away, tries a shot, and it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come.
Tries one from range. Brilliant from MAKAAY. About as smooth as it gets. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Como cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Good ball, good take. Looking for the run.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's lost his man here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, he might have been looking for a gap there, Peter, but he couldn't find it.
It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Drogba. Takes the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 21.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that pass isn't the best. Pedri cuts out the pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ferran Torres. And it's Gerrard. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.